Is personalized learning the key to increasing problem-solving skills in sixth grade math students? A research proposal. By Laura Cranford, graduate student of Texas Tech University, School of Curriculum and Instruction. We live in an ever-changing world. In the past 50 to 60 years, we have seen a boom in technology innovations. When we look back 50 to 60 years, we have a clear picture of how much we have evolved in every area of technology. As seen in the two images, the left is a 1967 Buick Skylark. This was considered a family car. On the right is a 2017 Buick Enclave, an SUV which has become increasingly popular in recent years. The automobiles from then and now are completely different in safety, technology, and capacity. Another technology evolvement was the infusion of the mobile phone. In the 1960s, people were tied to their phones at home by short cords and phones subject to placement wherever a phone jack could be placed. Phone numbers would be memorized or phone books would be used to find phone numbers. Another feature was the rotary dial, which was inconvenient, especially if you made a mistake by dialing a wrong digit or did not complete your turn to the full rotation of the rotary. The phones of today have memory capabilities that store numbers, block unwanted callers, and serve as games, alarm clocks, calculators, videos, and still cameras, internet surfing, and you can even talk face-to-face using the phone and camera simultaneously. You can now send text messages through your phone. Originally, communication was the sole purpose of the phone, but it has evolved into a multi-purpose device similar to a mini computer. So why are classrooms of yesterday and classrooms of now so similar still? The educational practices of the traditional classroom are no longer effective, and teachers must develop new teaching strategies that are radically different from those employed in the traditional classrooms. The modern-day classroom should be more centered on students, and teachers should take the role of facilitators and guides instead of being mere providers of knowledge. They must ensure that they engage their students in learning and provide effective instruction using a variety of instructional methods and following different approaches aided with technology. They should be active participants in their own learning and must seek out professional development to improve their performance and their students' learning. Students in today's world may face challenges in home life that carries over to the classroom. Students from low-income areas may experience adversity, such as exposure to violence and substance abuse, that can manifest in behaviors at school and lead to discipline issues. Abraham Maslow generated a theory of human motivation in a hierarchy form that said humans must have their basic needs met before they can reach a level of higher order thinking skills. Maslow described these 5 levels from the top to bottom. The lowest level, therefore, the most important, are physiological needs, including air, food, water, sleep, and other factors towards homeostasis. Next are safety needs, which include security of environment, employment, resources, health, property, etc. Then there is the need to belong to something. Needs at this level include love, friendship, intimacy, family. If those needs are met, then the needs of esteem come next. These needs include confidence, self-esteem, achievement, respect. The last needs to be met are the needs of self-actualization. At this level, people are fulfilling moral, creative, or problem-solving needs. Needs at higher levels cannot be met unless those below them are met. The purpose of this study is to determine if personalized learning will increase problem-solving skills in 6th grade students and raise STAR math test scores. In order to provide personalized instruction, a really good model would be the blended learning model. The blended learning model shows that students learn best in small groups with targeted instruction. Teachers are able to maximize class time for higher order, student-centered, collaborative learning activities. When you have students who are out of class due to absences, or students with discipline issues who are assigned in-school suspension, these students will still have access to instruction due to the videos that are provided in the classroom. Blended approaches provide teachers an appropriate way to incorporate audio and visuals into the learning process, meaning that you can meet the needs of your different learner types. It is also transparent. Parents, school board members, administration, and students, they can all view the curriculum online. When you design your blended learning environment, the teacher role should be as facilitator. They should guide the student to learning, and they should provide frequent feedback with many small assessments and data talks and conferences with students. The student role is involved in individual or collaborative work, and they have the sole responsibility for their learning. And in the first couple of weeks, you want to teach the students to have a growth mindset and what the difference is between a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. You want to teach them how to reflect on their personal data. You want to teach them time management and your expectations right up front. Parental involvement is a predictor for positive school outcomes at the middle school level. A blended learning environment is a way to connect with parents through your online activities. These activities will show what's happening in the classroom, and it helps you to build a trusting relationship with your parents. And we want to get our parents involved. This will be the best thing for their middle school student. In 2016, the U.S. Department of Education defined personalized learning as instruction in which the pace of learning and the instructional approach are optimized for the needs of each learner. In addition, learning activities are meaningful and relevant to learners, driven by their interests and often self-initiated. Blended learning is a way for me to facilitate personalized learning for every student that I teach. The cartoon that you see really summarizes the differences between days of the past and the future generation. Today's sixth grade students do not know a world without technology. To come to school, sit in an adult-directed classroom is neither engaging nor interesting. Mark Prinsky calls these students digital natives because they have grown up with technology and are considered native speakers in the new and constantly changing digital world. They are very familiar with technology such as cell phones, instant messaging, the internet, social networking, and keep up with the rapid changes. And in contrast, anyone who did not grow up with digital technology is considered a digital immigrant and is not a native speaker of digital technology. Lastly, the methods that I will be using for my research are classroom observations, student and parent interviews, data from CBA and STAR scores, and case studies. The most important method, I believe, will be the collection of the data from curriculum-based assessments and STAR scores. We will progress monitor every month. The CBAs will be administered 3 times during the year. And of course, we have our mock STAR, and then we have our actual STAR at the end of the year. I want to end my presentation with a quote from John Dewey, who said, "If we teach today's students as we taught yesterday's, we rob them of tomorrow."